Hello, everyone. This is Duran's Healing, and welcome to tonight's Healing Circle. For those of you who are new here, welcome to my channel where I provide weekly energetic updates for the collective. And if at any point these messages resonates with you, please be sure to like, comment, share. At any point, if this message is showing up in your world. And for starters, I hope you all were able to get out to see the eclipse, the phenomenon that is happening or that has happened today, and utilize that energy. I know for me, I was able to go out and to participate and sit with the energies. Another healer that I'm very close to, we went together, and underneath the eclipse, we were able to download so many messages in the span of those 2 hours. I think this was the point where I wish I would have recorded the messages so I could have shared with you all those powerful, potent downloads that we were able to receive. I just remember one of them being about the shadow. And because we were out in nature, because we were in the mist, we were able to feel the elements. We were able to be a part of a much larger story. And the shadow came. And we felt the cold air, the cold breeze, as if we were in a cave. It wasn't a gloomy breeze, but it was more like entering a cave, and the cold, crisp air washed over us. But in the midst of the darkness, we were able to see the light. There was something about that breeze that took me to the cosmos. It took me to the universe, as if I was in another stratosphere, revealing to me all the ins and outs of the star systems as the breath of the energies from the dark space that the atmosphere of the universe has blessed us to see all the intricacies within the universe. It was really quite phenomenal. Being in alignment, seeing how seeing the connection between all of this. And in the midst of the darkness, we saw many lights, many shining stars. And counter to that, another message was that the shadow reveals the other side, or what's hidden. And we could also see what was happening on the planet, what was happening to the individuals. A lot of different things went on today. I would love to dissect that or record it so we could process and share with one another these many downloads that we had today. I'll keep that in mind for the next one. And if you had an eclipse experience, I would love to hear your thoughts or hear your experience. For those of you who participated, and share what came to you, what came through you, good, bad, or not. It was quite a phenomenal day. A lot of highly charged energies taking us into another world. This excites me. I love things like this. And I would like to see now grounding all of this energy from the eclipse, to see what's in the stones, to see what's showing up on the planet in the midst of all of this. And what I will do is I was getting to the zone to see what other messages that the higher energy would like for me to share with you all at this particular time. And the message that is sticking out to me the most is the Path to Clarity stone, because it's in two different elements, one being the fire and the other being in nature. Meaning that the intuition that you have, the visions and dreams that you have are quite potent and quite powerful. You may be getting a whiff of this experience or these very key components within your spirit. And they serve as a higher purpose for you. They serve an important role because of the positioning of this stone. Because one end, you're able to download and to receive many sources of information. And being that the other side of this stone is in nature, it lets me know that connecting to nature is very pivotal to connecting to the school of spiritual technology. The spirit world is a school and has highly skilled and advanced and sophisticated forms of consciousness, forms of doing things, because the memory of the spirit is ancient. And somehow within you, you're starting to tap into that even more, elevating yourself to understanding that the spiritual world the spiritual stuff is a real deal. Something very serious going on here. And the energy around you speaks that you're embracing it. You're embracing the outer worldliness of your essence, of your spirit, of your being. And at your forehead, at your frontal lobe, you are connecting to nature, connecting to the very elements of this planet, opening up your vision, giving you a 20/20 sight to be able to see in the world of the unknown, to see the intangible, whether it be vibrations and your bones, your skin, the physiological makeup of you can feel the remnants of the energies of this planet. And it is active. And it is confirmed and reaffirmed by the path that you keep finding yourself on. Even when you try to practice normalcy, somehow situations arise that places you back down the spiritual rabbit hole as if you're Alice in the Wonderland, as if you're going to Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. You can't escape it, because this window that you're somehow connected to is connected to a subspace portal that keeps pulling you deeper to bring your awareness to the level of consciousness that is prevalent in the very earth that you're in and the very ground that you walk on. It sees you, and now it's forcing you to see it. Because the otherworldliness, right? The inability of you fitting in, the part of you that is always outcast, a bit too much, a bit weird, that still has a purpose, right? In the physical world, it is deemed negative. It's a bit derogatory. Unbecoming. You're not like the rest. There's something about you that no matter how we try to tell you, talk to you, force you, There's no socializing you. And it's because of the otherworldliness of your spirit that has remained strong, that has remained confident, because of the experiences that you keep having. It's hard to make a person like you see anything other than when the spirit world has been a great part of your reality. Even though this reality that you're in doesn't necessarily confirm that for you. You don't need confirmation. You're sighted. Your intuition is in tuned. Your gut is connected to a much higher calling that you cannot deny. And your obstacle stone is showing up here, revealing to me that this has been an internal struggle for you for a very long time now. Battling against the paradigm and the thickness of groupthink and the thickness of the conditionings and the socialization that you should be away, not creating a world in a safe place for others who are not like that, who are a bit out of the mold. But I'm here to say, even though this has been a struggle for you, you always knew the truth. No matter how much you tried, you still knew. And the energies around you forced you to stay as you were. You didn't fold. You didn't bend. That's how I know that even though you grappled with it, you didn't succumb. You didn't reduce yourself to the higher frequency, the dense energies. It's just bringing attention to the struggle that you face. And I think we can all relate to this. If you've been on a path of a healer, if you've been on a spiritual journey, this is not uncommon. This is almost as if it is the path of initiation. Pushing back against the perspectives. Even though you seem so otherworldly. Because you can't be tamed. Nor do you desire to. Your desire is to go down this rabbit hole. Even though you're questioning, you're on the edge. It's like you're being on the edge of a cliff. And somehow your spirit is pushing you to dive. But the fear in you keeps you right at the edge. But your fear isn't strong enough. This groupthink isn't strong enough. The conditioning isn't strong enough to turn you back and to live life as is, to pretend like everything is fine. No. Now you're at a point where there is all or nothing. You're at a point where it's time to dive. Take the plunge. To give yourself a chance. To be the change agent that you are. Because this is not solely about you. There are 1,000 other healers that are trying to break the mold, that are going through the same things that you're going through, that are watching you at this heightened level that you're at, wondering what steps are you going to take. And this is a call to action, because you can't be a change agent without making change. You can't be, the stronghold and the Billy Badass without actually being it. There comes a time when you reach the threshold that your actions and doing must speak. Now is that time, because the stones are showing up here to me. The ancestor stone and the spirit guide stone is here next to the action stone. There's militancy in this. That's why my voice is changing, because I'm reading the stones as is. It's about action now. You can't be a trendsetter. You can't say you're about change. and not make change. You don't follow the code. You don't follow the system. In order to break through and make your energy speak loudly, you have to do something different. But the beauty in this, the power in this is that you have what it takes. You have everything that you need to do it. This is about you moving beyond the fears, moving beyond the what the people think and how people are thinking, moving beyond all of the noise and getting down to what you always dreamt of doing. Because your wisdom cannot be hoarded. Your authenticity cannot be stagnant. Because you being a spiritual being that you are, you're moving in alignment with the energies of the cosmos. And the energies of the cosmos do not remain the same. There's nothing about it that says the energy is here and is staying here. The energy of the cosmos is moving. The phenomena are happening. We saw it today. This is the genetic blueprint of the universe. Move, make a move. Show the world the eclipse that you are. That's your power. That's your legitimacy. This is how you ground yourself in the power that you carry, because it's in your bones. No one had to teach you this. No one has to show you how to do what you do, because you're not going to listen to them if they try to tell you, because your energy, what you feel, is so much more potent. You can't carry this in your bones and stay and allow the energies of the paradigm to keep you on a certain level. No, absolutely not. We are the movers and shakers. We are the truth tellers and paradigm shifters and creators, creating phenomenons. Because we are in alignment with the energies of the universe. Staying in formation as the spirit moves, grounding you in the healing work that you're called to do. You're very sophisticated. This is the part that they don't see. This is the part that kind of remains in the corners, away from everybody. This is what gives you your confidence. I know it because I can see it. You haven't been moved. You haven't been shaken because you know not to be. What moves you is the complexity. Like, you're methodical. You're calculated. You see energies. You see frequencies. You're aligned with the universe and the planets, and you pay attention to the frequencies of the world around you, granting you with a certain level of knowledge and skill sets to be able to properly calculate how best to move your energy to reach new heights. But now it has landed you in the position to take a plunge into the deep waters of the Niagara Falls, plunging you down deep into the ocean, into the waters, into the elements, integrating you back into an alignment and adjacent with all the different entities and energies, nurturing your energy back into a proper place, back into your home, back into your safe space. Your safe space is freedom. Your safe space is healing. Very powerful. You make home. You show people how to create home. You're the one that brings it in, reels things in. And people see you as the person that hits the game-winning shot in the fourth quarter. You're the one. And it's evident and indicative by your energy. People believe in your energy. But to seal the deal, you show up in action. And people around you can feel that sense of hominess within you, a sense of belonging around you, and the intimate relationships that you'll be able to form once you get beyond the fear of taking the plunge, once you actually do it and allow the energies to take you to your new home or this new landing place. You will be welcomed. There will be no such thing as you feeling and being alone, because the intimate relations here will come naturally. You will be able to connect with other healers. You will be able to be your full self. No longer trying to fit us in a certain way. No longer trying to keep the nature of the society going, however that stuff works. I don't participate in it too often. But being in that state where you can fully be yourself and have people around you that love you for you, that can see the value of you being a healer, is coming. It's here. I can see it. I'm not a psychic. I'm just reading the stones, and I can see where you are, and I can see where the energy is taking you. You'll be able to be amongst healers at the table with other masters, being able to solve solve issues that the community are facing, the issues that they're facing, connecting your powers and your gifts together to solve problems, being able to come together, connecting with one another to bring in higher messages, to bring in gifts, to bring in something new for other healers, so that they can have an alternative to listen to, an alternative message to be able to maneuver themselves in a better way to defeat or overcome the systemic oppression that this society keeps on the people in order to keep this system running. Because it has everything to do with your abilities, lending its way to your light, all because you made a choice to be on a higher path. You made a choice to be on a spiritual journey. And what it's entailing comes with a lot more adventure, a lot more skills, and a lot more opportunities for you. This is nothing but abundance. This is the life that you want to live. Yes, freedom around other healers, helping the community. This is what you wanted, because the personal healing stone is next to your brilliant stone. You made this choice a long time ago. The energy is just brewing up for you to make the plunge, to get here. It's here. Jesus, that's beautiful. A healer's fulfilling's a healer's dream. Very powerful messages, you guys. I'm really charged up. This is very, very potent. Thank you all for joining me in tonight's Healing Circle. If this message has resonated with you so far, please be sure to like. Please be sure to subscribe or comment below to let me know if this message is showing up in your world. Oh my gosh. This is a problem. So on one end, I feel like I can pull cards, and on the other end, I just saw the other spirit guide stone. Jesus. I'm going to, oh no, it's calling me the most. What I will do is I will see, the ancestors are saying, Pool, call me. Okay, let's see what they want to say. Okay, I'm not going to pull cards right now. Let me see. Let me get back into the stones because the second ancestor stone, the spirit guide stone, is here and it grabbed my attention. And I will see what other messages the higher energy would like for me to share with you all. And the second message is speaking to your role as the healer and the action steps that are needed for you to take in community. Okay, I understand. I understand what they're trying to say. Because community is the utmost, is the important side of things for the continuity of life, for the continuity of the ancestors, security, in terms of being seen, acknowledged, visible, and honored. And community plays an important role in that, and they're bringing attention to your role in that. And that's why they're always speaking to you and speaking through me to tell you action, community, like that's how they continue to live. And soon enough, when we all transfer over to the other side, that's how you will continue to live, through the community, through the people. And you must be clear about that, because in this society, in order for that level of acknowledgement to happen, you have to be creative. You have to be creative in that regard. And on the other end, your creativity has to be made whole. And this creativity thing has been a constant. I don't know, maybe the past 3 readings I have done. Creativity, creativity, creativity. This is a constant. I don't know if some of you are holding back. I don't know if some of you are being scared to show up with what you've been doing. I don't know if it's about comfort. I don't know, but I keep seeing it over and over again. It lets me know that it's time to bring it out. It is time for it to be seen. That very thing that you don't want to do, the very thing that you think is going to make you look a certain way, the very same thing you're kind of uncomfortable about doing, find the confidence. Because the creativity is about your devotion to your community. It's not about what people think about it. If you're stuck on that, I need you to move beyond it. It's about your devotion to the community and the expression of yourself. The expression of the inner core of your being is the creative side of things, is your creation. So I don't want you to get caught up in, must be an artist, or I must do healing this way. No, I'm speaking of the creativity of your expression, how you express yourself out into the world, so people know that this symbolizes you, and there is something that you've been doing that has kept you sane, that has kept you grounded, that has kept the story of your life going. It's time to share that. You have to be honest with the people. You have to come out and share and talk about things, because it is your heart that will be felt. If they don't feel your heart, they cannot feel your investment in the spiritual side of things. Don't get caught up in the intellectual side and how much you know and how much you can talk and entertain people. That is not what this is about. This is about your heart being felt, so that healing could wash over the community. In order for powerful, healthy relationships to be built and sustained, generations are leaning on you. The generation that's coming up is relying on you. That's what this is about. That's why this creativity is being brought up so much. I'm not tired of seeing it, but there's somebody that's holding back, and it's time to move beyond that. I'm sorry to end it on this note. I'm not trying to be angry, but you have to be, you have to have heart in this. You can't be lackadaisical. You can't be, oh, I'm trying to keep the peace and I'm all, yes, but the true healers know that in order to be a healer, you have to be a warrior. You have, if you think that you're going to be on the spiritual side of things and life going to be peaceful and peachy keen, think again. You have to show it with your heart. And that you show the people that you have what it takes to bring out what's within. Regardless. You didn't step on the spiritual path for nothing. You stepped on it for a reason. Now it's time to take the plunge. Now it's time to reveal the expression of your energy so that your heart can be felt. Period. Woo! Today has been phenomenal. Oh my gosh. Spiritual work, spiritualness all day. I've been in a zone for almost all day. And these readings and the collective, you guys are very powerful. Man, I thank you all for joining me. I'm going to close out this healing circle. And if at any point these messages have resonated with you, please be sure to like, please be sure to subscribe or comment below to let me know how these messages are showing up in your world. And with that being said, thank you all for joining me today. Forgive my energy. I am very powered up. Coming off this Eclipse Energy, doing downloads way before I started this reading, and it's still going. This is probably my longest reading. We're 30 minutes in, but it's okay. You all deserved it. It's for you. And I hope that some messages throughout this was for someone. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Thank you for joining my healing circle. I'm going to close this energy out before I keep going for another hour. I will see you all at the next.